Right, wall sharpening. I'm here with the main man, Rockin, Robin Deakin. Now, Robin's a friend of mine. You all right, son?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good.
Yeah, how's things? I know
Yeah,
Christy's just had an op, and she doing okay?
yeah, she's doing all right, mate. She's in a lot of pain, but she's had the op done, and yeah, fair play to her. Strong
Yeah.
woman,
Oh God,
strong.
yeah, yeah. Well,
You know, you paid her. You know what I mean?
yeah.
She's more pain than me.
She had a big tattoo on her ribs, didn't she? And she sat well. She didn't even flinch.
Well, she's a hard bastard.
Yeah, well, what are you up to now, mate? I seen the you retired a few times, haven't you? And you keep coming back, and there's always somebody calling you out. So what's the crack there?
Always someone calling me out. I don't know. It's just, yeah, if the money's right and I feel okay, then I'll fight. I'll never duck a fight, and
No,
yeah, it's got called out again on the 11th of November,
yeah,
and yeah, he's from America. I just thought it was British, but he's from America. Sent me a voice note saying all this bullshit. So yeah, I'm game if it is. Jack Shady or whatever.
what's his name?
Jack Shady something. So you're trying to be Slim Shady,
Oh fuck! So where's this guy from? He's from America, is he? Or what?
America, yeah, I don't know whereabouts. From up his mum's arse or something, I don't know.
He wants the smoke, does he, son?
He does, mate. He wants to fight the worst. Because
He
he's
wants
obviously
to
the
fight
worst.
the worst.
Yeah, he's got
So,
to beat the worst to beat the best, doesn't he? So,
so
if you
yeah,
can't beat the worst, then fuck you.
going on to obviously when you're saying the worst, but now explain a bit about what the what your title is.
Well, I sort of I turned pro and I was a good prospect. I was Frank Warner's golden boy, if you like.
Yeah.
Turned pro, got scouted by Steve Collins, signed a 3-year deal with Warren.
Mm.
Won my first fight, lost my second.
Yeah.
Then I boxed, I think, Ricky Owen on my third fight, lost that. So I thought, fuck it, I'll do my own way. And yeah, I just sort of went on the road and become the worst boxer in the world.
That's a good fucking title. That is like, I mean,
Well, I'll be remembered, and obviously I'm being touted by people that want to fight me. So
yeah,
obviously they think it's an easy win. So
yeah.
obviously let's go.
Well,
Whatever.
we can't forget now, right? Everything you've sort of gone through to get to where you are, and it's admirable, what you've done and what you've achieved. You
Well,
know,
yeah, I shouldn't even be walking really.
yeah.
Um, my legs are getting worse as I get older. But
Explain a bit about what the condition is you've got, because it obviously helps people to understand what you've achieved is so fucking unbelievable.
yeah, well, I was born with talipes, a club feet,
Yeah,
and I was told I'd never be able to walk. Didn't walk till I was 7, and yeah, just that really, just my feet are bad,
yeah,
so getting worse with the old limbs and stuff. I'll
yeah.
turn the camera around, you see my fucking scammy feet. Hang on.
Turn the camera around. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
like it's unbelievable, mate. Like, you get in
they're
there,
gammy, you
you fight in spirit, like, it takes a
Yeah,
lot to get in there, mate. It takes a lot to get in there anyway, regardless. But when you're
I'm
going in
gonna
there,
suck on that. There you go.
you can't turn it back, can
Yeah,
you?
well, there you go. Yeah, near my feet. Yeah,
Yeah,
usually God gives the hardest battles to the toughest people.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I've done it. I've been there, done it, seen it. Retired, come out of retirement,
Yeah.
retired again.
Yeah.
So if it happens, I'll fight him. Don't bother. Don't matter me.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I seen a few people commenting, and they were saying like, if you're always gonna come back when you're called out, you're never gonna fucking retire. Like,
No. I'm probably the most spoke about fighter in the world, really. That's inactive.
Yeah.
I'm not really active. You know, I work for a living.
Yeah.
Work full time at house butchers, and yeah, I enjoy it. I'm on good money. I don't need to come out of retirement for money.
No.
And yeah, it is what it is.
But you want it to be worth it if you're doing it. If you're gonna do it,
yeah,
you want to get
I mean,
tidy pay.
even I box Ben Hatchett, and listen, let's be fair, he's shit. To be fair, but
I know Ben. He's a good boy,
he's
Ben.
He's a good guy. Obviously, everyone wanted to fight him because he's got that bad man reputation, being in Broadmoor, prison, and whatever. But everyone avoided him, and I stepped up.
Yeah.
And I will. Ben's a good friend now. I class him as a friend. He's a nice guy.
He is a good boy.
And, and you know, but again, if he knows he beat the worst Rockin Robin there could be ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So are you saying there could be another fight with Ben Hatchett on the horizon as well? Is that what I'm hearing?
He said to me, I don't know how you took that right hand that he hit me with. And he split my lip.
Yeah.
Mate, if I'm honest with you, without being disrespecting him, because he's a nice guy, he can't punch for shit.
I can see you two going again now.
Yeah, listen. I'll fight him. I'll never say no. Ben knows, you know, fair play to him, you know, he beat an ex-professional, someone who's been in there with the best, that couldn't get rid of me.
Yeah.
He only got rid of me because of my cut.
Yeah.
That was the referee stopping the fight, and because of how deep the cut was, you know, 8 stitches inside, 8 stitches outside the mouth, in and out, 16 stitches.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he caught me with a good shot, but can't punch.
Well, we may see another rerun then, is it? We may see another rerun.
Listen, like I said, I'm not going to call him out because he's doing good, you know.
Yeah, he's doing well. In fairness, you know, he's doing well. He's pushing a good message, and he's
dreaming his life, mate. You know, he just wants to be a good dad.
Yeah.
And you know, be a good person. And
yeah.
Hopefully, he does that. You know, he's done the bad.
Yeah.
And he's trying to create the good out of the bad.
He's getting on the right path.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
But as for that Chaz Simmons, keep calling him out. Chaz is a wally, mate.
You'll be fighting Chaz as well now next. Like, you know, we've already got your year sorted with fights, I think.
No, he's a sausage, mate. You know, Chaz is like, he's living on someone else's hype. You know, Dapper laughs. Who the fuck's that? Dapper. Dapper's a wally, mate. He goes around disrespecting girls in the street saying, oh yeah, I licked your fanny and this and that. Fucking knob. He's a knobby one. I'll fight him as well.
Well, there is a bit of a story with Dapper. With I wasn't going to say what the story is, but you'll probably agree with me on this from what you're saying. I seen him in the O2 Arena, so I went on to him and I said, you know, doing a podcast and it's raising awareness for men's mental health, suicide awareness. And he's like, oh yeah, mate, that's a brilliant idea. I'd love to come on, innit? So he said, message me. So I messaged him, no reply. Message him again, no reply. I thought, right, he's fucking, you know, he's ghosted me, but yeah. And the next thing, he set up his own fucking podcast talking about mental health now, like. Genuine. It's like, fuck, at least have the decency to come on my podcast before you fucking take the the idea, but it's money, mate. That's all these think about.
I see the thing with him and Kurt Norcross, and I know him and Kurt are friends and stuff, but you know, listen, he's just a wally, isn't he? They're all wallies, mate. All fame all.
You know, it's all. I'm happy that people are, you know, spreading the message, and the more people were talking about it, the better, because you know, mental health with not just men but everybody in general. Men seem to
everyone's got mental health, and it's how you deal with it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, so let them crack on with their shit. You know, let them crack on with.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a growing issue, isn't it? And it's a matter of, seems to be the ones that are too proud to open up and feel, or even though they feel like they haven't got somebody to talk to, when they have. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, listen. You have to deal with it in your own little way, you know, and you know, if talking to someone on a podcast opens up, and all they're doing is trying to get likes for their friends and this and that. Listen, you're mental health, go to someone specialist behind closed doors and get it sorted. Don't go and talk to someone on a podcast. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all for attention.
Yeah.
That was a great podcast.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. And that is the thing, though, is it seems like, you know, it seems to be like when you approach people to come on and talk, because it brings more eyes to the podcast. But you're trying to get people in, and they've got no interest really whatsoever. Like I think, like with the thing with Dapper now is obviously he saw an opening, I suppose, where he was like, oh well, I'm going to do this myself and make money off it, which, you know, fair, you know, fair enough if that's what he does, but. You know, just fucking, I'm only asking for a Zoom call, like, do you know what I mean? This is all you're asking for, you know?
He's a wally, mate. He's a wally, and I hope he sees this, because I'll fight him as well.
Your year is set up now. You have got the year set up now. But yeah,
you know, it's just, if you got mental health and you really need help with it, don't talk to a podcast, go and talk to a specialist.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, though, is, you know, I think it's like when I've been ill myself, like last year I was really ill all year, and I didn't do any content at all. You don't feel like doing anything. You know, with depression pulls you in and out, and I think it's.
Kurt he's a big name. It doesn't matter what anyone says. He's a big name. He's a nice guy, and he wanted to express his feelings. With my personal opinion, he should express his feelings with a specialist rather than helping his mate out with a Zoom call or whatever on a podcast. You know, it's just whatever. That's the issue. Let him deal with it.
I haven't listened to that podcast.
I haven't. I see a little bit on my Instagram, but I'll block Dapper anyway. He's a dick.
Have you?
Yeah, his stuff just comes up on my things. I thought, fuck it, I'll just block him. He's a div.
Well, I find, like, I've always thought he was fucking funny, and you know, obviously when you met him, he was sound, and then obviously when he done that, then I was thinking, fucking hell, like, just fucking. Do you know what I mean? It's but. This is what people are like these days, mate. I mean, that's pretty normal for the way it's.
Creation for themselves, man. They got no creation.
Society these days, mate. Right? Everybody's out for them fucking selves. It's dog eat dog, and this is what the problem is nobody's looking out for anybody anymore. The society's been turned into this fucking machine, which is just making everybody fucking selfish. That's the way it is.
That's it.
But yeah, it's, you know, going back onto that now, like your career, your fighting career. When did you start fighting?
I started really about 7, maybe 6, 7, just to sort of strengthen my legs and build my confidence, really, because I was bullied. You know, everyone can say they were bullied and this and that, but generally I was bullied in school and never got respect. And the only reason I got started getting respect is because I was a good amateur. And started making a name for myself, then turned pro, got a lot of hangers on and whatever. And yeah, now I'm just a loner. A loner.
You're not a loner, mate. You're not a loner.
Wow. Oh, I'm trying to make you feel sorry for me. No, I just listen. My fiance, she's my best friend. Man.
Yeah.
The only person I trust is her.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you happy, mate. You got engaged as well recently. You know, we got to bring that up. Congratulations.
Nice one. Boxing Day. That was I don't know. It happened really randomly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, random's the best. You know, I was always sort of saying, I'm going to do it this way, do it that way.
Yeah.
And whenever you plan it, it's never going to happen.
No, fuck.
So it was a random one, and yeah, it's oh man, I'm so happy.
Good.
She's
good for you, mate.
She's the best.
Good for you, mate. It's nice to see you happy. You can see how happy you are. You know, when we see each other, like, you know, so
yeah, it's nice. You know, it's nice to actually have someone that cares about me and not just the infamous fucking shitboxer Rockin model. You know, it's good to actually have someone that actually cares for me, that don't actually want me to fight, and she wants me just to work on normal life and be normal.
She wants to keep you safe, mate. That's all it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And it's good to have, because I've always had these fucking fame hungry whores around me,
pushing you into the danger, like.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, and I'm happy. I'm happy being a normal person, living a normal life. But like I say, anyone who wants to fight, the money's right, I'm there.
Yeah, you're up for it, like.
yeah. You know, I don't know, even with the financial part, I didn't want to take it, but everyone was ducking him. Everyone was saying, oh yeah, you know, Ben, you know, he's been in Baltimore prison and this and that. Who gives a fuck where he's been? Who cares where he's been? He went there for a reason. He come out and he's trying to redeem his life, and it's fair play to him.
Yeah.
But I ain't scared of no man, mate. No one.
No, and you went in there, didn't you, man? Just you showed you will get in there.
Him and I jumped in 2 feet.
Yeah.
2 feet. 2 club feet and said, let's go.
Let's go. No, I take my hat off to you, mate. It takes a lot to go in there and do what you do, and like we were saying, especially, you know, if you're at any disadvantage with going in with an injury or anything like that, you know, if you're injured and you're going in there with a massive disadvantage, but you're going in there disadvantaged anyway when you're fit, you know, and that takes a hell of a lot of doing, and, you know, takes balls.
Listen, I was, you know, I am disabled, and I went in there with able-bodied people.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I mean? Able-bodied people again that trained for weeks and weeks on end.
Yeah.
Remember, I didn't even train for the Benalchik fight. I did a couple of rounds on the bag. I had 3 weeks' notice. I lost 14 kilos in 3 weeks.
Oh, fucking hell. Any tips or any tips?
Any tips?
Oh,
don't eat.
Don't eat. I'm out. I like eating. No,
that's the thing, you know, is, you know, all these top fighters, I'm not saying Ben, but even all these top fighters through the program, you know, Andy Crawler, you know, Stephen Smith, they have the backing of, like, not just the fans, the whole of Liverpool, the whole of Manchester, they're backing the big sponsorship deals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just did my thing and just went from one fight to another. I had like 19 fights in 24 weeks. That's 19 fights in 6 months. But they weren't against tickets.
Yeah.
They were against top fighters.
Yeah.
You know, and although the money was good and I was bringing in top money, Which all I really cared about. You can't fucking belts. Okay, you get remembered in history, but remember, I've made history. I had the longest losing streak in professional boxing, 9 years. Although, like, people laugh, and it is a bit. I am a bit of a joke to boxing, if you like.
Well,
but
no, it's.
I've made a name for myself, and I'm keeping that name.
Yeah,
I mean, in 20 years' time, who are you going to remember? Robin Deakin or Curtis Woodhouse? Who is he? Who's Curtis Woodhouse?
Yeah. Well, no, mate. You bring the character with it as well, though. Do you know what I mean? You're a likable bloke, and you're a good laugh. Fucking hell. If people heard some of the messages we send back and forth, I was laughing last night at some of the stuff we were saying.
I'm just random, man. I'm just random. I do my thing, but I've got a lovely baby behind me. I've got my beautiful fiance. You know what I mean? She brought the best out of me, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better. She's amazing, and without her, I'd be nothing.
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, that's something you learn. The secret to success, or any sort of success, is having the right people around you, and some type. I'm fortunate enough now. I've got a good one behind me, and you the same with you, and it's a massive help, that is.
Of course it is. I might have lost loads and loads of fights and been shit at what I've done, but being with the person I'm with now has brought the best out in me, and that's all I wanted, something like boxing to do.
Yeah.
Obviously that never happened, but I got the reputation and the hard man following because I never ducked anyone. And, to get that and have a woman by my side at the end of it, like I do now, is more than I can ever ask for.
It's all worked out all right for you, mate. It's all worked out good.
No, exactly. It's all come to plan.
Yeah.
Not the plan.
No,
but obviously everyone, all the guidance in life, all you want to do is be happy and have success.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I didn't have the success, but I'm happy, and that's all that matters.
A lot of people.
Happiness is
a lot of people try and pin success with money or fame, and it's
money don't bring happiness, mate. No. And listen, I've had money. I've had a lot of money. You know what I mean?
It doesn't.
It didn't brought me into bad habits. Bad habits like gambling and this and that, and whatever. But I haven't got money like I used to have. But I've got the loyalty and the support from someone that I could never ever think of that.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think especially with people who sort of get into that fame sort of side, it becomes your groups of people that were surrounding you before suddenly become these leeches that are leeching on for.
Cool. Listen, I made a lot of press, obviously. I made more press than British champions and world champions than any champion in British boxing for being the underdog and being the loser or, being Eddie the Eagle of boxing. But
Eddie the Eagle of boxing.
It's like I made that name and it's going to stick with me forever. Like, I get noticed and recognised in Wales where I live now.
Yeah.
They're like, I've been out with my missus. They're like, you're Robin Deakin, ain't you? The world's worst boxer. I said, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like everyone wants to be recognised for something they've done in life, and they never get recognised, even being a champion,
Yeah.
Look at people like Gary Walkham and people like that who's a British champion. He's a good friend of mine, Gary Walkham.
Yeah.
Good fighter, he's British champion, been in there with them all. But I remember I went out to England with him once, and someone come up to me and said, "Oh, you're Robin Deakin, ain't you?" And I'm standing next to an ex-British champion, and they're like, bloody hell, they didn't even recognise me, but they knew who you were. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad, mate. It's mad,
well,
and
you've got to embrace it, mate, because it's not a true reflection, or when they say in Britain's worst boxer, or it's not a true reflection, though, because you've gone in there with a disadvantage and you've done amazing. You've shown heart. It's honourable. Like,
I was like, I was always never given chance, never given chance. I'd lost before I'd gone there. I'd just done my thing and went there and entertained the fans. They paid good money. So that's all I did. But listen, I don't turn down fights, and
no.
But to come back, it'll probably have to be good money. Not life changing, but enough to sort of set me up for something,
Well, yeah, this is it, and I hope you get that, mate. I hope you do. You deserve it.
I don't. I'll be brain dead otherwise. But listen, I won't turn down a fight, and I've never been knocked out cold, and I never will be because I'm too hard, man. No, that's not the blow my own trumpet. That's the truth, right? You can hit me with everything, and I'll just look at you and laugh.
For your next tattoo, I think we should do biomechanical machinery on your jaws. What do you think?
Yeah.
So it looks like it's made of steel.
Yeah, or put like a gun on my neck or something. So I am a weapon, aren't I?
Weapon. Oh,
I'm joking.
He's a hell of a boy. He's a hell of a boy, Rob. No, but mate, I
just wish all the other fighters I've met. I've got the best friends in professional glove boxing, and I've got top friends in bare knuckle. James Lilly, Tyler Goodjohn.
There's some good boys
in there. Well, you know what I mean? They're all top people, and, it is what it is, and
they're all nice. They're all nice guys as well. I always say this about the fighters.
They're not like you try and message a footballer, or a reality TV star to say how you, whatever. Yeah. They would never reply.
No.
But every fighter will always reply. Whether it's a day or a week, they will always reply and say thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because a message means more than anything. To take time out to message someone you admire.
Yeah.
Takes guts as well.
More humble, more humble, normal people.
A footballer, an actress, or someone like that, or an actor, and you ain't going to get no response, mate. They read the message and think, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is.
No, this is it, innit? And what that's another thing is you think to yourself, you message some of these people. I message people that come on the podcast and things like that, and you don't get a reply, or they've opened it and they didn't reply, and you think, fucking hell, like, I want to talk to you. It
doesn't take 2 minutes to message saying, no, not my thing, or no, not really, I'm too busy, or just a response, but after these people, mate, they're fucking...
I know...
Nice.
I know it shouldn't, but it does fucking affect my view on them, man. I'm like, fuck them. Like, do you know what I mean? After that, I'm like, fuck them. Whereas I had an interest in them before, I'm like, fuck you. Like, because it says a lot about a person sometimes, I know they can't message everybody back and things like that. God knows how many messages some of these people have, but...
There's ignorance, mate. Stone cold ignorance, mate. Yeah. Look at it, think, fuck that.
Yeah, well, this is it. Well, is there anything else you want to say? We'll do another one now and get you on in the studio. You're not too far away. We can get you on again. But is there anything, any messages you want to give out now just before we go?
No, I just want to say, I hope Liam Smith smashes you round 8, I reckon.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that happens, because I don't mind Eubank. I think he's ignorant, he's arrogant. He trains with Roy Jones and my good friend Anthony Brown. He's a good friend of mine, Anthony Brown.
Yeah.
And Scott Welsh. They're good friends of mine, and I wish them success, but I don't wish Chris Eubank success.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
It don't make sense because there ain't no success unless Chris Eubank wins.
Yeah.
But Stephen Smith's been loyal to me, and the Smith family have been loyal to me ever since I boxed Stephen. So I always had their back.
You've got their back, yeah. That's the way. That's definitely. The way, mate. That's the way. You've got to be loyal to the people,
mate. That's what it is. Loyalty.
Loyal to the ones that have been loyal to you.
Exactly. And Stephen, he actually messaged me just as we come on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I just said best of luck. I hope he smashes it round 8. And he said thank you, champ.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, Stephen. You know, he's helped me out. You know, back in the past when I was financially, you know, I was struggling a little bit. He helped me out. So, you know, again, that goes a long way. You know, I won't forget that.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. Right. Well, hopefully we'll see you again. We'll see you again in the cage. Well, not cage, ring soon. And
maybe if you know, like I said, I'm not going to chase this fight. Yeah. I'm not going to chase for it. That happens.
We'll keep an eye out.
I'll talk to the fiance.
Talk to the missus. See what she says.
I'll talk to the boss and see. She don't want me to. She always said that.
Yeah.
Until after the operation. So we'll see.
Yeah. Right. Well, mate, pleasure catching up with you on here, and we'll see you again soon. We'll get you in the studio and get one done.
I will say I have finished work not so long ago. I'm knackered, so I look tired and rough and ready. So
hey, you're looking good, son. You're looking good.
I always look good. I understand. I don't look as good as I normally do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I couldn't be asked. That's just what I do as I am. You know?
Yeah, mate. You're looking fine. Right, mate.
Sweet.
Hey, mate. It's been a pleasure. This is Rockin, Robin, Deakin. And this is Walsh happening, guys. See you soon, Rock. I'll take it easy, mate. Ta-ra, buddy. Ta-ra, brother.
Bye.